Hi everyone, and welcome back to 80 Passione. I don't know if you can hear the birds in the background. Probably they are singing to celebrate DOMINIC THIEM. Yes, it's only 7 hours. It was basically 20 past 8 p.m. in New York, and just after 4 hours, DOMINIC THIEM managed to win his first Grand Slam title. In a final that, okay, probably for those who are used to the big three and you know, to Federer, Djokovic and Nadal, said that from a technical point of view the match was kind of a little bit like a roller coaster, up and down. But honestly, for two players who were trying to win the first Grand Slam in their career, considering, you know, the very young age of Zverev, only 23, and Thiem, who was, you know, for the fourth time trying basically to realize this dream, I think overall the final was just full of emotions and was very entertaining. But I would like to start from the end. First of all, I think Rafael Nadal is probably leading the way of celebrating after basically, you know, winning the last championship point, because like Naomi Osaka decided to lie on the floor, DOMINIC THIEM on the same side of the court where last year basically Rafa won his 19th Grand Slam, when basically Zverev hit his backhand out of the court, he lay on the floor. He couldn't probably believe what he just realized, and it was very sweet the way the two players kind of almost hug each other, and they gave kind of a particular high five probably in honor of NBA players. It was very emotional, the speech that both of them gave at the end. In particular, Zverev was very, very emotional. He was trying to make some jokes. In fact, he said, "Oh, Dominic, I hope you miss a few shots. If probably you did right now, I was going to lift this trophy." And of course, he said that of course there is a good friendship between the two of them. Good friendship that started since 2014, 2013, when basically Dominic was only 16, 17 years old, and both players were over the position 100 in the world. After Sasha became very emotional when he had to mention his parents, he said that he was missing them so much. I don't know if you were aware, but they both tested positive to COVID just before the start of the US Open. So the big and tall German player, even if some of you call him Iceman, probably because he reminds Val Kilmer in Top Gun, I think he showed to everyone that at the end of the day, tennis is a very psychological, very difficult sport, because you are alone and you have to keep all of these feelings inside you. You have to be focused for so many hours, and I found very genuine and very authentic his tears at the end of the speech. And I really wish to Alexander to win Grand Slams in the near future. When he came to Dominic as well, he said to his team, "You are amazing guys, you are fantastic." It was incredible to see Massu in his box at the moment, when Dominic just won. On his face you could see the happiness of a little boy, and it's great when you see this connection between a coach and his player. For that reason I love tennis, because I find this sport very, very authentic and very genuine. In fact, Dominic as well said, "I know how you feel right now, Sasha, because of course I lost it 3 times, and I know the feeling when you go so close, but I'm pretty sure you're going to win this tournament sooner or later." And also he wanted to say thank you to his country, Austria, and in particular to his grandparents who were at home. And he said, "I hope it was not too painful for them, because the match ended when it was 20 past 2 in the morning in Austria." So poor grandparents, poor Thiem grandparents. just going back, you know, to some statistics, the match was very strange. I have to say, the first 2 sets, as I mentioned in my previous video just yesterday after Osaka's win, Zverev was completely in control of the rally. He was in his own bubble. It's like when sometimes they say, you know, you see the tennis ball as big as a watermelon. He could eat everything. He was unplayable on his serve. He was serving, you know, first and second serve on average of 125, 130 miles per hour in kilometers, you know, more or less 210. And to be honest, I couldn't understand. I didn't realize if it was because Thiem was very nervous, or someone was mentioning he had problems to his foot. Anyway, like it happened in the semi-final, and in that case Zverev was basically leading 2 sets, sorry, was behind the two sets. DOMINIC THIEM managed to find the more concentration. He became deeper with his shots. In particular, he raised his forehand, and he managed to win the 3rd set. And after, in the 4th, everyone had the feeling, even the commentators, that the match was going to probably end on the 5th set. In the 5th set, probably was the most entertaining. Both players were very tired. Both players were they could, I'm pretty sure, understand that the end was coming, and something very important was going to happen for one of them. So Thiem broke immediately in the first game Zverev broke him back, and after he was leading, and he was the first one who had the opportunity, he went to serve 5-3 for the championship. And probably in that case, I think lack of experience, desire to win more by instinct the title instead of trying to use some tactic, didn't pay back. And probably at that time, I have to say, DOMINIC THIEM showed the best shots of the match. How to forget great forehand down the line. And again, there was another twist in the match, because Thiem went up 6-5 and he was serving, in this case, for the championship point, but unfortunately he blew his occasion. At that point, when they started the tie break, I could notice, everyone could notice, that DOMINIC was a little bit in pain. I don't know if it was a mix of stress, cramps, tension. Anyway, the tie break was a real roller coaster. Again, DOMINIC was on 6-4 leading, had, you know, 2 championship points, and he tried to finish it with a lot of power, but unfortunately his forehand finished, you know, in the net. And at that point there was, I think, a fantastic point from DOMINIC, who show a lot of consistency, a lot of power by the net, and he passed with a forehand Zverev. And at that point, it's kind of history right now, because the backhand of Zverev ended out. I have to say, I was supporting DOMINIC THIEM from the beginning of the tournament. Without Rafa, he was my player. I'm happy. At the same time, as I said, I think even Zverev deserved the win, but I'm pretty sure, being younger and probably being his first Grand Slam final, he would definitely have more opportunities. For Thiem, I think he would probably be psychologically kind of devastating, and it would take a very long time for him to recover if he blew up this chance. So now both players are not gonna go to Rome for the Master 1000 Internazionali. They're starting today, and it's gonna end next Monday with the final. As well, Osaka will not play. Serena Williams, they need to recover after this battle at the US Open. All players, women and men, thank the organization, the USTA Association, who made it possible. I have to say, from someone who loves sport, I would say it's never easy to organize a tournament, in particular in such a situation like the one that we are experiencing right now. So thank you so much to them. In a couple of weeks, Roland Garros will start. We will see if DOMINIC THIEM will take advantage of this win and we carry on his momentum. So, as I told you, I'm almost reaching, I passed the 10 minutes, so I can probably stop now. But before I go, just let me say thank you so much to 2 new subscribers who basically subscribed last night. Luciano e Laura, a fantastic couple. Luciano, famoso, il genio Luciano, il genio, e Laura, famosissima per la sua dolcezza. I love you, vi voglio bene. Thank you so much. So if you like this video, leave your like, mi piace, leave your comments, what you thought about overall the US Open, and stay tuned because the tennis is not leaving us. Ciao for now!